Hello, 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 everybody. How you doing on this lovely Tuesday? It's Self-Care Check Podcast, and we always started off with a thunderous, do you care about your self-care?
Yeah.
All right. How was last week's episode? It was good. Prayer, the acronym, the abbreviation, plan repetitious actions yearly. And Dr. Moody and Elder Shockley, who is now, she has now moved officially out of the state of New Jersey to Georgia. It was Georgia, right? She moved to Georgia. I forgot what part. I couldn't even pronunciate it because I never heard of that area. But at least we know she's somewhere that we can go visit, even though we can't pronunciate it. But that's where she's at, that place I can't pronounce right there. But it's good to know that there is a plan and there's a will and there's a way for everything that goes on into life. That God has set into our lives. Because we may be having our own plans, but life be lifing, right? You know, life it just be doing its own thing. Because that's its plan, that's its design. But we also gotta have our own plans. Because when we make plans to set them out and accomplish them, as it says in the definition of the word prayer. Let's read it out. Put forth faith in the things that you set out to do and accomplish, along with the things that you seek to acquire every day faithfully throughout the year. And when that definition was brought up to light, as far as for the abbreviation of the word prayer, because we all know what the word prayer, what prayer means, and what we should do in prayer, that I'm going to catch myself back. Put forth in the things that you set out to do and accomplish, along with the things that you seek to acquire every day faithfully throughout the year. And those are the things that you put out into the air and eject to the Father to bring forth. And for you to put the work in. Because in your faith of praying, He's going to make it all happen. All the way down to the fact that did you know that this month is National Day month? Like the national day where everyone starts cooking out, spending time with family, praying with family, eating with family, even friends. So that's really what we're going to talk about, but sticking to the topic of prayer. Planning repetitious actions yearly. Because you got to plan that cookout. What's a cookout without planning it? So we're going to jump to the first question. What are some activities we can do to have fun and pray as a family and friends on National Day?
I said playing games.
Playing games? What type of games?
Like table games, card games, board games, such as Scrabble, checkers, chess. I know it's a lot of checkers. Best steps, especially a lot of chess played at cookouts. You know, yeah.
When the family get together and dance, do the electric slide.
I hear that.
Play that song, A Family Reunion. Laughing and talking about the good old days.
I hear that.
And just eating and chilling.
But what you eating though? What you
Right. I know at some cookouts, like they I know like at one cookout we had one year, we talked about like our ancestors, like the grandmothers that paved the way for our family that was like no longer there. The reason why we had family from the beginning, you know, like who made family in our family, like the matriarchs of the family, and how like we prayed for them because they was no longer there. you know, but they were still like in the spirit.
So like, and reason why we're talking about this as a follow up with last week's episode is because when we pray together, we stay together. You know, when we eating at that dinner table and we're saying that Father's Prayer over the food for the hands that prepped it, and may it nourish our minds, our bodies, and souls. You know, we don't say it in that way, but it does it in that sense because somebody prepped it out of love. Somebody took the time to plan and give some real loving thoughts to what they're about to do and for who they're about to do it for. Because like I said, it could be friends or family. Because even friends bring a dish to the cookout. You ain't getting in here if you coming in here empty-handed. What you thought you gonna leave with a full stomach? Nah. But it is out of love that you do come, because even friends can understand your situations. Friends can, like family can understand your situation. You hungry? Come eat. Grandma ain't gonna say no. She's gonna ask you, since you ain't bring nothing, you gonna have to clean some dishes. Or next week, you're going to have to go wash Grandpa's car. You know, it's something is being transferred. Something is being given. Something's being offered of what it is that you can do. You know, even though you, like I said, you probably didn't bring the food. You might have been the one to sit down at the table and pray. And even though you might not have been the one that prays all the time, but the fact that you was asked to pray and you prayed over the food, over your family, even your friends that was there on this national day or the day of that day, whatever day, but you prayed. Somebody prayed because you were together, staying together in unison, in love and understanding. Which brings us to the second question. I think we already summed this part up, but we're gonna break it down a little more. In your family cookouts, who told the stories or played the games, and what do you remember of them?
I would say my cousin Lonzo, he always told the stories and got drunk and act like a fool. Because that's the truth.
Yeah. Tell it.
I ain't trying to celebrate and sugarcoat it, that's the truth.
But the memories of love, it's a loving memory though, right?
Yeah, loving. Oh yeah, we love him and everything, but you know, he's a lot of fun though. But that's what he chose.
So he was that cousin that you couldn't wait to get to the cookout. Where he at?
No, that's the cousin I couldn't wait to get away from.
My cousin was different.
He was alright when he was sober. When he started getting drunk, that was it.
Well, cuz we love you. Keep telling them stories in the story zone. Is there another?
My Uncle Edward from Baltimore, he was the one that like always brought the family together. The flyers went out by him. He was the one that always set up the contests. He gave out the prizes, whether if it was money, something educational to the kids. Like he brought us all together, you know, food, everybody brought in their favorite dish. A lot of it was catered sometimes. A lot of grills was put out as well. A lot of stories was told by him. And he always made things happen. So a lot of times around about this month, we always be expecting for something to happen from Uncle Edward. Because he's the one that puts it all together.
Just a side note, because I want to keep the conversation out there. Like, could y'all also chime in on what was your favorite food at the cookouts as well?
My favorite food was everything. Sure. Especially like baked macaroni and cheese. You know, chicken. It used to be everything. So like, I'm learning how to eat healthy now.
Yeah, for me it was my sister's tuna mac. You know, it was off the chain. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, and I had to have mine table warm. You know, like the one out the refrigerator. I wanted it like room temperature, and it's hitting. You know, that macaroni tuna mac. So big ups for my sister for that. You know, and I went to the cookouts just to get to that. I'll come in late. You know, she always had mine setting in the house. You know, getting temperature warm. So yeah, that was a good thing for me, and it kept me happy. I knew I'd get that tuna mac, and wherever she was having it at, I'd go get that.
How about you, Sarah?
Oh, baked beans.
Baked beans. Home style.
Yeah. Put it in the oven. Put it in the oven. Yeah. But not too much sugar, right, Lois? Not too much sugar. Not too much sugar.
Who made the baked beans?
And cinnamon. Yeah. Tear it up.
Was it hot or spicy? Was it spicy or regular? No.
Regular. It's sweet. Sweet. Baked beans. I'm gonna tell you the ingredients.
Yeah, later on.
I'll tell you later. Oh, you wanna know now? You wanna know now? Okay.
That was my favorite.
Get you some baked beans. Either you boil them first, instead of putting it in the can. You boil them. Then after you boil them, you boil the water out and pour it in the pan, right? You get you some butter, sugar, cinnamon. Make sure it's in the pan, right?
Oh, you got to tell me measurements, cause I'm gonna keep. I might.
It's how many?
You can make a bean pie.
No, it's baked beans. Cinnamon, sugar, butter, and put it in the oven after that. And let it simmer. After you let it simmer, take it out. There you go.
All right.
Cinnamon beans, baked beans.
I'll try that tonight. Take another person.
Well, for me, it was my grandmother old-fashioned biscuits that she used to make. It was hard to get them though, but she didn't like to give them away too often. But I loved it that with some nice homemade syrup they used to make. That's so cane patch. And some slab bacon. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
You had me at.
yes.
Cornbread. You had me at the cornbread. Biscuits.
No, I like that biscuit, the homemade biscuits from scratch.
Yeah, I would get some
Yeah, they used to roll it and
some cake sometimes with that too. Ooh, and fat back
Ain't
bacon.
watermelon. All that color in the room, I ain't hear nobody.
Nobody say no watermelon. Nobody eat. Oh, man. Y'all make me hungry on this mic. So, for me, what do I love about the cookouts when I was I'm a rib person. You know, if you cook the rib to where it's falling off the bone, when I pick it up, you won me. You won me.
yeah, the bone is gone.
Yeah, I might even eat the bone just cause. But yes, I'm a red person. You got me if it's falling off the bone. Yes, your dog will be mad if I'm at your cookout. He ain't getting no bone. He ain't getting no bone. Sorry, Flipper. But yes, question number 3. It's the end of the cookout, and things are wrapping up, and you're leading the prayer. And what words would you? What words would you use? Excuse me, I'm chopping it up a little bit because it came up with the last minute. It's the end of the cookout, and things are wrapping up, and you're leading the prayer. In short words, what would you pray for?
That we will always be there for one another. We will stick together as a family.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'd pray for everybody to get home safe because, you know, there's been a lot of drinking going on and folk trying to get out of there, they tight, and they get to sleeping and driving and half-ass drunk. It ain't gonna work out right. So I pray that they get home safe or have a designated driver. Those that just can't do it, you can always lay in grandma's couch. She had a big house, or lay out the habits or whatever. You know,
Everybody sleeping
so
over
you
there.
get right, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we about to do now.
Yeah, that was great for me. You know, I always try to make sure everybody got home safe. You know, because people come from different parts of the city, and they be drunk before. You know, that's a bad combination.
Yeah.
Another, at least two or another.
Mine was similar to what he was getting ready to say, but I would just thank the Lord for the gathering that we had for that day, and pray that we would get together again, you know, like soon.
And for me, if I was leading the prayer for my family, as always, I would pray for health, mental wealth, stability, and of course, travels of mercy for my friends and family. Because we're all here together. We're all dining here together. And I pray that when we all get called home, that there be a cookout and we eat together. So do you care about yourself, kid?
Yes.